There's something really special, about holding a record in your hand or a CD or even a book, anything like that, knowing that you own it as opposed to be something that you rent from a cloud. I'm a great believer in owning your own things. I know it's very nice that there's an unlimited amount of stuff out there that you can buy on the cloud, but there is nothing quite so satisfying as being able to pick something out of there or over there and knowing that you own it. And when you read it, it's something that belongs to you. We've got used to spending our money and giving it away, really, subscribing to things that you're never going to own. You see, it doesn't matter how many times you pay the monthly fee to go on Spotify and listen to your favourite music or watch Netflix. You're never going to own the movie, the music. At the end of the year, the money's gone and you have nothing to show for it. And I'm seeing that more and more people these days are going back to the old ways of collecting things and having them back in their own homes. You see, there's a problem with music and with film. When you watch it and you listen to it from the cloud, who's to say that tomorrow Neil Young's not going to wake up and get fed up and take all of his music off of Spotify so you've no way of hearing it? Who's to say that that film that you was going to watch at the end of the week is going to be there because the licensing may have run out and it's gone? You see, you pay your money to the cloud and you take your chances. Whereas people like myself and thousands of others are going back to buying physical media. There is nothing quite like picking a book up and actually reading it and thumbing through those pages. In the same way, pulling an album out of the shelf and looking at the cover. It's something special, YouTube is as bad as anywhere else because if you go onto somebody's page, you will see there is a little section saying, for you. YouTube will have worked out what you like and offer you more of the same. You see, what happens is they're now telling you your personal taste. They get a taster by you picking something, and then they determine that you're going to like this kind of stuff. And unless you want the unenviable task, if you like, of searching to find the things you like, you end up for ease just picking what's there. And that's not actually your own choices. It's what you're being fed. You see, when you have your own collection, it's not just about a collection. It tells a story about you. It's a visual biography of your life. It reflects the things that you liked at the time and the things that you like today. When I go into somebody's house, if I see a shelf full of books, I'm drawn to them to read along to see the kind of books they like. It's the same when I look at somebody's record collection in their shelves. It tells you about the person. You see, every one of these records tells a tale. Every one of these books does the same thing. If you pull any one of these books or any one of these records out, or even these CDs behind me, or my DVDs downstairs, if you pull one of them out, I can pretty much tell you where it was bought, why it was bought, what I like about it. And that tells you about me. And I find it exactly the same when I go to somebody else's home and they've got a collection of some sort. It helps you to get to know that person. And I think that's really important. You see, the difference between owning your own collection and having a streaming library, if you like, is that your own collection reflects your genuine tastes. You've actually gone out and spent money to buy that. You've looked at it, you've thought that that's something that you'd like, and you've gone out and bought it. You may have been recommended it by a friend, but you went out and had a look at it. You went into a bookshop, picked it out, read the back, and actually decided that it was worth spending your money on. Digital is different. Digital is just a matter of flicking down the screen and seeing if there's something you want to watch. There's nothing really there in it. Yes, it's great if there is a new film there or a new TV program that you want to watch. That's brilliant. But so often, when I used to stream, because I did used to do it, I got sick of scrolling down that screen, trying to find something to watch, and in the end, picked something, just for the sake of it. That's not the same when you've got your own collection, There's an intentionality to having your own collection. And then also, there's a difference in the act. Flicking onto Spotify, clicking a button, and it playing you some music. Whereas you can go through your own shelf, flick through, have a look at it, pull out and go, yeah, that's what I'm going to play. You get it out the sleeve, you put it on the record player, and away you go. There's something that slows you down with it. There is a ritual, if you like, that there isn't with streaming. Now, I don't mind it. If you like streaming, that is fantastic. All I'm doing is talking about a different way, a way that many people have decided that that's the way for them to go. I'm seeing more and more people starting collections of records, of CDs, of DVDs these days. I thought that was gone, but it's not. There are still people out there looking to add to collections of their own. There's something fulfilling about having your own collections, especially when you get to my age. These records behind me tell a story, as do my DVDs, and my children know those stories. They were growing up and saw me buying many of these records. And so there's something that you can hand down, part of you, that can go to your children. And even if they don't want to keep it, there's something tangible that they can sell. The money that you spent to buy these are still worth something. You can get something back for it. Whereas your library online isn't worth anything to them. So it has a tangible price as well. There is something that you can pass down. And I think that's really important for all of us to pass these things down. You see, it's not really clutter. Yes, it takes up a part of your home. But for people like me and those who have built collections, they have a value. And not only is it a value money-wise, my life is there. I can play a record, I can watch a film. And all those feelings that I felt the first time I heard it, the first time I saw it, come back to me. There's a value greater than money. But if you're streaming it, you still have that value, but it's gone. I can turn around any day and look at any of these, and those memories flood back. And that's a good thing, because sometimes, even if those memories are sad, there's something I've learned from it along the way. Yes, they may be an object of an era gone by. Yes, people today may be looking and streaming things from the online clouds, but there's something just so valuable about having these behind me. We're coming to an age now where there is so much online that you don't have to have in your home. And that's fine, if that's the way you feel. But for so many of us, and people who are sort of looking this way and thinking, wow, that's perhaps something I should do. And if you're looking and thinking that yourself, there's a way to start going. It's not about collecting to have a collection's sake. It's about turning from being a renter to an owner. And when you own your own things, it's a much better feeling. And what you can do is curate a collection, whether it's music, whether it's films, whether it's books, of those things that you really care about. Your favourite songs, start there, buy your favourite songs. There's plenty of them out there. There's plenty of ways to get them. And they don't have to be expensive either. And that's what I'm talking about. Starting small if you're going to collect. Get legacy pieces. Pieces that have real value to you. Even if it's only just a small collection. If it's a tiny collection. If it's only your 10 favourite albums that you love and you'd like to play again. Just build it up a bit at a time. Just collect your books a little bit at a time. Because I've known lots of people who'll read their books over and over again. It doesn't have to be massive. You don't have to buy tons and tons and tons. Just buy what you want. The digital world does offer you convenience. That's true. And that's a good thing. Convenience is great for anyone. I'm not going to disagree with that whatsoever. But the physical world offers you a dignity, of owning something of your own. Something that's uninterrupted because it's always there. It's not going to disappear tomorrow. You'll be able to turn around and pick up your book, put that film on, listen to that album, and enjoy the fact and the ritual of doing it yourself. There is something pretty special about that, And if you do want to build that collection and start from fresh, let me give you a taster. If you click up there, I'll be showing you the first 10 albums that I ever owned. I'll see you next time.